Power isn't built only in private rooms or behind closed doors. It's also built, or destroyed, in public. Every time you step outside, you're being judged, measured, and categorized. People form silent opinions about you based on what you say, how you act, and even the smallest mistakes you make in front of others. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He warned that your behavior in public isn't just a reflection of your character. It's a weapon or a weakness. So, let's break down the 9 things you should never do in public if you want to move through the world with quiet power, respect, and control. 1. Never complain about your life. Machiavelli believed that weakness is contagious, and nothing reveals weakness faster than public complaining. When you talk about your problems in public, your bad boss, your financial struggles, your stress, you might think you're being honest. But to the world, you're broadcasting helplessness. People don't rally behind weakness. They might nod, pretend to care, but deep down they lose respect. Power thrives on control, and control begins with emotional restraint. If life hits hard, deal with it privately. Fix your problems silently. Let your success speak later, not your suffering now. 2. Never show desperation. Desperation repels power. Whether it's begging for attention, approval, or opportunity, it signals you're out of options. And once people sense you need something, they automatically hold power over you. Machiavelli warned rulers never to appear needy, even when they were. Because in human psychology, perception is power. Walk with self-assurance. Speak with calm certainty. You can desire something deeply, but never let it show as need. People trust confidence, not craving. 3. Never argue loudly or emotionally. Arguing in public isn't dominance, it's exposure. It shows a loss of control, not strength. Machiavelli taught that influence doesn't come from shouting. It comes from subtle manipulation and quiet mastery. When you argue emotionally, you hand over your composure, and your opponent wins, even if they're wrong. The truly powerful never argue where everyone can watch. They make their point calmly, precisely, and when the timing serves them. In public, silence is often the deadliest response. 4. Never mock or humiliate others. Mocking others might win you a few laughs, but it also earns silent enemies. Every insult creates someone who quietly waits for your downfall. Machiavelli said it's safer to be feared than loved, but never hated. Public humiliation breeds hatred, and hatred has a long memory. Respect your enemies publicly, even when you despise them privately. Power is a long game, and burning bridges in front of an audience always backfires. 5. Never overshare your plans. The modern world is obsessed with transparency, but Machiavelli would call that foolishness. The more people know about your next move, the more power they have to interfere, copy, or sabotage it. Talk less, execute more. Keep your strategies hidden. Reveal results, not roadmaps. Because when people don't know what you're planning, they can't predict you. And unpredictability, that's a form of dominance. 6. Never lose your composure. Every public setting is a silent battlefield for emotional control. Someone cuts you off. Someone mocks you. Someone provokes you deliberately to see how you react. Most people fail that test. They explode, defend themselves, or show frustration. That's how the strong get manipulated by emotions. Machiavelli said a leader must be both a lion and a fox, powerful, yet cunning. Losing your cool turns you into neither. The world respects those who can stay calm when others panic, smile when others provoke, and stay unshaken when others lose balance. Your calmness makes people wonder what gives you that control. That mystery builds your aura. 7. Never chase recognition. The need to be seen is one of the fastest ways to lose power. Posting every achievement, telling everyone what you're doing, or constantly seeking validation only shows insecurity. Machiavelli advised rulers to appear humble, even when they were ambitious. Let others discover your greatness. Don't announce it. Because when you stop chasing recognition, you start attracting respect. People are drawn to those who move quietly, yet command attention naturally. So, let your results talk. Stay silent while others explain themselves. Power doesn't shout, it whispers and still gets heard. 8. Never imitate others in public. In a world obsessed with trends and followers, it's easy to lose identity. But imitation is the death of individuality, and individuality is the foundation of power. Machiavelli believed that a strong man must project his own image, not mirror someone else's. When you copy, you become predictable. When you're predictable, you're forgettable. Public influence comes from standing apart in how you dress, speak, and carry yourself. Be inspired by others, yes, but don't replicate them. The goal is not to fit in, it's to make your presence felt. Because the ones who lead are never the ones who blend. 9. Never publicly disrespect yourself. This is the most subtle, but the most dangerous mistake. Every time you make self-deprecating jokes, laugh off your own worth, or accept disrespect publicly, you signal weakness. People treat you the way you treat yourself. Machiavelli would call this soft submission, when you allow small humiliations to normalize, thinking they don't matter. But they do. The way you stand, the tone you use, the boundaries you enforce. All of these teach others how to approach you. Publicly, always guard your image. Be kind, but never be casual about your dignity. Once you lose that aura, people stop seeing you as someone to respect and start seeing you as someone to use. Public spaces are modern-day courts, and every action you take is being silently recorded in the minds of people who will judge you later. Machiavelli's warning wasn't just political, it was psychological. The powerful aren't the loudest in public. They're the most composed. They understand that what you don't do often matters more than what you do. And when you learn to master restraint in public, you begin to control perception. And perception, as Machiavelli said, is the root of real-world power.